My name is Barda. Most of you know me from Roosters Peacock on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok. I'm also on Instagram. And I also started the group Coffee Time Tarot on Facebook. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. A lot of the readings I do on Facebook, and then I switch back and forth. The bonus reading for Leo will be up on, will be up on Patreon, and the links are in the description below. If you do like my videos, go ahead and make sure you subscribe, and then that way, whenever I do go live, whether it's here or I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Okay, general intuitive tarot reading for Leo, April 2022. Let's see what I start with the astral house, which gives me an idea of where I'm going to be starting, what area of life I'm going to be looking at for Leo. And this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everybody. Okay, there are thousands and thousands of each zodiac sign, so just pick out the pieces and parts that apply to you. And if it does not, then maybe the next time I read, which I'll be doing a bonus right after this on Patreon, links are below, you can check that out. Then you can check out the next reading. All right, thank you. Let's go. All right, I am definitely going to be getting out, feels right. I'm definitely going to be getting out the rest of the videos today. I will be doing Cancer next. It's the last one I have. And then I'll be doing the bonus read for Cancer, which will be available on Patreon. Okay, Leo, April 2022. Areas of life. Career, wealth, and success. Okay, so this is going out to the group of Leos that are focused on their career, their wealth, and success in the month of April 2022. All right, let's see where this is going to go. I like that one. I'll show you the cards just a sec. You guys are welcome to say hi. This is being done live, but I am going to go ahead and try to get out through all the readings. Get them out so you guys have them before April. We're getting close. And I don't think I could ask for a better day for reading because it's kind of rainy here. Yes. Okay. Okay. Switch. So we've got career, wealth, and success. Got it. And I do believe, well, it's definitely going to be blending both career and wealth for a lot of you. But no matter what, this group of Leo is bound and determined to succeed in overcoming any kind of problems that are presented to them. And the main focus is, I'm looking at wealth. I see career here. Yes, there could be a change. But this is about for a group of Leo who are sitting here looking and searching for their new beginning and bringing in money, no matter even if they have to change their career or they're having to put in more hours. I mean, this is, I already feel for this group of Leo, they're already very hardworking people, but I think there's going to be a different avenue that's coming to you soon, or it's going to be opening up. Some of you are waiting for an opportunity to open up. It will be opening up. That's what it feels like. Yes. And I'll show you the cards here in just a sec. I want to make sure I've got all these. Yes. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, so this is going out to the group of Leo who are sitting here evaluating their life, and you may be working very hard, or you may be starting out in a new endeavor, a new career, a different way of making money, or you're just looking to increase how your funds are coming in. The reason I know this is for the simple fact I'm looking at the bottom of the read here, and it says now there's no peace because you feel like you're a prisoner. That has to do with this money, this wealth. And for some of you also, I feel it also is involving people you work with as well. Okay, so it says never. Okay, looking at, we've got the beauty right here. I'll show you the other cards here in a minute. But I'm literally going to jump to these real quick because it feels appropriate that you need to know it ahead of time. We've got the beauty. And the beauty to me, that could be male or female, apply it how you will. But she's sitting here and she's looking in her reflection, right? And from the other cards, never the beauty, feeling like it's in a prison now because there's no peace because you you have a goal. Leo has a goal, and they want to increase their funds, or they're wanting to take and find a different avenue of making money, so that they are not sitting here, not having time to focus on. Because this is for the group of Leo who've been hitting here. It's some of you. It's kind of like it's the same old, different day, different way, but it's kind of become a pattern. So it's kind of like Or you're sitting here and you're lacking your wealth, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to take, and it's all about success. The end result is about success. So you're sitting here and you're basically taking this back into your hands, and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here being dissatisfied with the money that's not coming in. Now, let's look at the cards that fell down here. We've got bread. And now there was another zodiac sign as well that there was actually two. There's a lot of people who've got their mind on their money and their money on their mind, but it's not just that. It's also the way of living, the quality of life. A lot of people are evaluating that, and they're like, you know what? Because, everybody in general, right now, everything's going up. So that's kind of common sense. So there's actually becoming a pinch for some. And it's like, maybe you're having to take on a second job. But this is a way of bringing more money to you by changing a career or doing your career differently. Okay. And along with the wealth right here, we've got the crown. Honor and respect will come to you. And it shows an onion as a crown. And I always find that to be funny, because and this one is actually going to be kind of humorous, I think, because I'm seeing the new beginning, the Fool. Now, some of you, I'm actually going to be reading this two different ways. This one here, just to let you know, is going to be the bonus reading, because I'm going to make sure I get these two out here. And it's revolving just around success in whatever area it is, okay? And it has to do with success, the short journey, or it has the word horse, and it has the stranger, and birth, okay? And I'll get to that, and I'll kind of give you a gist of where that's going to go, and then that will be the bonus reading, because this one's going to take a minute here, because this is two different groups of Leo. And what I mean by that, like I said, there are thousands and thousands of Leos. So this is only going to go out to a very few. And so some of those Leos will be going through kind of similar stuff, but to a different degree, and maybe in a different way. I'm looking right here that for some of you, there's actually an event that's happened that's made you kind of being forced to, you've got to not just focus on your wealth, because the wealth, you're definitely focused on your wealth, but it's kind of like you're leaving a stinky situation with the crown. With the crown is an onion. Okay, what do onions do? They're pretty stinky, right? Okay, so honor and respect will come to you. Okay, I feel it. I'm looking at the crown for that one. So for this group right here, what I'm looking at is for your career and wealth. This will be for the group of Leo who are sitting here, and you actually are going to be changing because you're not satisfied, because it's not bringing in the wealth that you're wanting. And then the next group that I'm going to be reading after this is that will be a group of Leo who are actually actively seeking a way to make their wealth come even more and be more substantial. And not everything's going bad. It's just the way you're feeling right now. It's just not quite enough. And it's not just about being satisfied in your career. It is actually taking a hold of your new beginning. All right. And it's going to show me how, because it's been a very long voyage trying to start this new beginning. You've got an idea. You want to start something. You want something new, whether it's a new career or a way of life. And you've got to have this wealth, which means you may have to take on a new career, or you may be having to work more. And this group of Leos already been working their butts off. So that's for the second group. The first group, I'm going to go ahead and address this one real quick. It's not showing, I don't feel like picking up the relationship deck right now, but I do feel it may be connected to love. Okay. And more of an event that happened around love, or something you love was kind of it. Yeah. Something you love has now become kind of like a prison, because it's revolved around your wealth, and it's become stinky. Okay, so I'm seeing this several different ways here, and it feels correct. Okay, so we've got the bread right here. So this is the first group here that I'm looking at is, when you're getting ready, and I've used this example before, this is for the group of Leo who are coming out of a hard time, whether it was coming out of a relationship and you're having to start on your own, or this is a group of Leo who are sitting here and they're having to revamp how they do their career and how they take and make their money and bring that money in. Or it's a new way of maybe a business opportunity. It's bringing more wealth in, so you're not feeling dissatisfied, because it seems like there's been quite a few starts and you're kind of getting really tired of, do you see the flour and then you see the bread here? All right, so this idea and this endeavor, you're on the right track because it's showing me produce bread, which means it's going to put a lot of work in, and this group of Leo is not scared of this hard work. But I feel it was caused because of a situation, whether it was leaving a relationship behind and you're now on your own and you're now having to pick up the slack, or this is somebody who's going back into the workforce new. Yeah, some of this is relationship. It's going to be, but I'm not getting into the relationship part because it's the aftermath of it. But anyway, you're no longer sitting here. If you have flour in your hands and you try to shove that in your mouth, that's not going to be so great, right? So this could be now Leo is sitting here. Okay, that's kind of what it's been. You've been just getting flour. You've just been getting some of the ingredients, and it doesn't taste that great unless you actually, now you got to put the work in, and you're sitting here looking around, and you're like, okay, it's like flour. Everything's just kind of falling apart. That's what I get. Okay, everything's not quite going my way. And it does seem to be that it could be circumstances within the work career that you're in now, if you're currently working, that you're not satisfied with, or it can be for some of you that are literally having to start again on your own. And you're actually having to get back out in the career force, or you're changing careers. All right. So we've got the words never. Now the beauty here represents it's male or female. It does show a female, but do you see how that's why I felt drawn to it a while ago. See how she's looking at her reflection? All right, you're not feeling like you were before. You're not feeling yourself. This is for the first group. You're just never feeling yourself because you're always weighed down, feeling like you're within a prison here because of this financial obligation or this weight. I feel like it's like I instantly see the card where she's holding out her hands and she's got the weight of the world on her back. All right. And now it says, for now, there's no peace. And that's where you're sitting and you're not satisfied with that. So what is Leo doing? Okay, this is what Leo's doing. Even though it was a stinky situation, I do not feel like reading the words on this one. Leo has decided, I'm not going to sit here, and I'm not being rude here. Some people, when stuff happens, you start feeling sorry for yourself. This is not what this group of Leo's doing. They are taking stuff and matters into their own hand. What are they doing? They're taking their matters in their own hand for a new beginning. The Fool represents a new beginning or a foolish person. I can read that a different way because I do feel that as well for some Leos. But for this one right here, this is a new beginning. And Leo has already been wanting to do this new beginning for a very long time. And it's been quite a voyage. And for some of you, the message is to get this wealth and to bring this in for this career, you may even have to be changing careers. This will not apply to all Leos, but you may have to change your career and actually travel for this career or have to literally relocate. I'm not seeing a bunch of relocating, but if that applies, apply it. Okay, so basically this one here is not just a confirmation reading, but this is about Leo who's been, I'm not going to say you're sitting around because this group of Leo, I'm not feeling this is laziness. If Leo is sitting still, this group, and they had been sitting still and feeling just like this, never feeling like yourself, not feeling, don't have time for yourself, don't have time for anything because you're feeling like within a prison now because there's no peace, because there's just a lack of funds, whether a relationship came to an end, that could be for some, or it could also be just a career could have ended. I mean, sometimes the jobs are ended and there are circumstances that just end these jobs to where that money's not coming in. Or you could be a group of Leo who you've already got a job, but because of stuff that's going on, having to find, okay, I'm not satisfied with this. You know what? I got my eye on a new beginning of some kind, and it's been a voyage. It's been a long voyage. But you know what? I'm not stopping. Guess what? I might have to pick up that second job, or I might have to come and get creative and figure out a different way to bring that money in. Okay, so this is about the group of Leo who are no longer just sitting there down. That's not what it's about. They're not waiting for money just to show up. They're not waiting for an opportunity to just show up. Leo is actually taking this opportunity. They're actually sitting here, okay, I've been feeling, I'm not satisfied with this at all. I'm not satisfied with the funds and even the career. Instantly, for some of you, I hear crumbling. It's like the career crumbled. For some of you, it's just like, just like that flour. If you put flour in your hand, get ready to eat it, half of it's going to fall out, right? Because it's not substantial. Now, at the end here, Leo is now focused on making that bread, something that is palatable, something that is going to produce a new beginning that may have you take a voyage. You may have to take a voyage, literally, some of you. May even cause relocating. Yeah, some of you will. But you guys are starting off on a new beginning here. And however it applies, even if you're starting to get a second job or this is about Leo who is sit here, and this is something that you don't already know. This is something that you have already put it in your mind that this is what I'm going to do. I am not going to sit here and continue to feel like this. I am actually going to put it into action, and I'm going to make something of it. Even if you have to relocate. For some of you, that's exactly what I'm hearing. For my new beginning, that's what I've got to do. I got to relocate. Okay, some of you are going to be traveling for this. Some of your job is going to take you on the road. But the end result here is it's been quite a voyage for this group of Leo, and it's about them. You guys sitting here and taking back, no longer just sitting, waiting for stuff to improve. You're actually improving it. You're no longer just sitting here feeling down. Yeah, you may feel like this, but you're sitting here, you're like, okay, I'm not going to sit here. This is not how it's going to be. I'm going to take my new beginning. I've already worked hard, but I'm going to work harder. Okay, let's see. For that group right there, let's see what else I can get from it, and then I'll tell you the other side of the group I'm seeing. All right, the message here, and this will conclude the first group of Leo, but it says you are on the right direction in April. And I'm actually seeing, for some of you that are thinking about moving, I'm seeing the 18th and 19th of April standing out for some reason. And I heard the word movement. Some of you are waiting for word on this career. This word will come very quickly here. Some of you may even think it's an April Fool's joke. It's not, okay? Some of you, it's going to be like a dream come true because you know what? You may have to travel for this job. You may have to take and actually physically move for this job, but you're not going to be feeling like this. Never feeling like yourself, feeling like you're in a prison. Now there's no peace because, you know, either a job's ended or this job is not being substantial or not, or you don't have a job and you have to get back out in the workforce. Okay, the message for those group of Leo who have basically got their determination back for some, your message is the Inquirer, which I am asking for you. The message is this endeavor you're thinking about taking, this new beginning that you're stepping off into, is going to be fortunate. It's been a winding, you see the staircase where he's climbing up the staircase and it seems like forever. You're almost there at that goal. This will make that goal happen. And you're going to do it with determination, and you're going to do it with strength, because it's going to take a lot of courage for some of you, because it's going to be brand new. And some of you may have to be learning a new way of doing something, right? Schooling, okay, apply it how you will. It's been a voyage. It's good, and it's going to take and bring that brand new beginning to you. And this right here is the message. All right, this is the message that this right here, this determination, this idea that you have going, that you're like, I'm not going to sit here and just hope for the best. I'm not going to, in feeling like this. I'm going to make my wealth come in more. I'm going to possibly change careers, possibly take a second career on, possibly travel for a new career, possibly move for a new career. However it applies for you, this will bring whatever idea. It's something you've already stepped off into. I believe in March, right here, when I think, yeah, March 30th. This one's being taped. You guys are stepping off. This is something that you're already putting into motion. And if you haven't put it into motion, those dates I gave you, that's where I'm hearing move. All right. So either you're getting up and you're actively moving and yeah, some of you are actively moving. That's exactly what I hear. Some of you are actually physically moving yourself after thinking this all out and just not being satisfied, not, you know, it's not leading to that new beginning that you wanted. So some of you will literally be hearing this message. You guys are waiting on a message. Possibly it's coming from a distance. This message will be coming through, and I hear move. Okay. So however the word move applies to you, whether you're physically getting up, moving, and taking action on taking back and getting yourself out of a kind of a stinky situation, per se. It says the crown, but it's showing me an onion, and it's talking about your career and wealth. And I don't feel like leading success in here. This is a totally different group right here. So this one will be done on Patreon, okay? So that's going to be the bonus read, is the success one. So we've got career and bread. You guys are on the right track. You're right there, and you're very determined to get it done, and that's your confirmation. Yes, it's been a long trudgery. It's been a long time of just not feeling satisfied. It's kind of, for some of you, you're stepping up the ladder. Okay, like I said, do you see how he's walking up that staircase right there? Yeah, he's almost. Do you see the chest? All right, that is the goal that Leo is seeking. Not sitting here having to feel like never feeling like yourself, or not having time for yourself, feeling like you're in a prison now because there's no peace because of financial issues. Okay, Leo is taking this back into their own hands. Okay, so for the first group, I hope that helps some. Now the second group. I do feel like reading this because it's also talking about a job situation. My guides are telling me that it is talking about a guide situation, or excuse me, it's talking about a job situation. Sorry, I was listening to my guides. It's talking about a job situation, and again, the crown right here. I'm focused on the onion. You guys, this is talking about Leo, who is not going to sit here. This is the end result as well on that one, I feel. This is about Leo, who is sitting here, this group of Leo, is sitting here in a situation, in a job, where it's not very satisfying whatsoever. And it could even revolve around it with the female here. I feel it's actually a female. So this is for the ones that would be at a job dynamic where you're at right now. It almost feels like it's not satisfying. Do you see how they've got the flour right here? It may be bringing that bread, but this is more like soulfully. This is not working out because this is not feeling satisfying whatsoever because it's just it's never going to work out around me and this other person. So unfortunately, it seems to me like, and the fool here is not about a new beginning. It's talking about a foolish person. All right. So anyway, we've got the card never. Like you're not going to put up with it. This is where Leo, this group of Leo right here is kind of at their, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. You're seeking out your different ways of bringing in your bread and your wealth. You may even be changing careers, which I'm going to throw a couple cards. All right. But it's revolved around the beauty. If you're the female and you're having issues with somebody you work around, then this reading is for you. If it is about a female at where you're at that you just can't, that you're not getting a break. It's a work environment to where it is no longer tolerable. You're just about to bust or you've already busted. And Leo is just not going to put up with it anymore. All right. Whoever this is basically pretty much bringing out that lion and no more. Done. You feel like at this job that you're in a prison and your ideas and thoughts are being contained. It's like whatever you say, whatever you do, it's not enough. You're not bringing enough to the table. Okay. That's what I'm feeling from this person. So it almost feels like there's somebody sitting there. It could be somebody, you guys know exactly what type of people I'm talking about. The ones that, look what I did. I did that, taking the credit for your work. For some of you, that's definitely going to apply. But anyway, right now, you're feeling like you're in prison, okay? Right now. And there is no peace because you have to deal with this other coworker that is actually causing a lot of problems. And this time when I'm reading it, you know what? At first, some of you may have taken this job just because you needed to put some food on the table, keep the lights on, food and clothe your children, food and clothe yourself. But it's become unbearable. And this right here, so this is how I see it. This one right here would represent a foolish person. Okay? And this is describing the person that you may be having problems with, male or female. It's talking about or causing problems, even if you can't see it right now. You just have a gut feeling that somebody is kind of like putting a bad word into the boss or making you look bad. Okay, this is your hint. It's talking about a foolish person. I almost feel like this person is an immature person. This person is, I'm almost 47, so they could be around my age. They could be any age right now, but they act like they're in their teens. Okay, it's very petty. Lots of pettiness going on. But Leo is, if you have not got this blatantly in front of you, which I think for this group, I think you're already well aware of it. You just had enough and you're looking for a way out because the whole situation has become this foolish person. Do you see the stinky crown? Okay, they think they're that and a bag of chips. That's what I'm getting from this one. Yes. And so the whole situation has become quite stinky and you're tired of it. So Leo is wanting to take and voyage away from this and not deal with this anymore, because it's come. I mean, you don't even for yourself. I mean, it's just, this is all, the situations where you have to work, you have to bring money in, correct? Well, if you're sitting here having to do that and you've got to deal with somebody else who's trying to knock you down on the totem pole per se, and you're just trying to do your business, but the types, it's kind of like, it's kind of like school. How you have cliques and stuff like that? Okay, that's kind of what it is in the workforce as well. You always have the ones that always have to do better than you, or you've got to talk you down. Or you do jobs and they're like, hey, I did that. No, that was my idea. Okay, so whatever you're dealing with, this second group of Leo, now if you're just popping on here, Leo, there was another read for you and that was starting out for a new beginning in career and seeking a change. Okay, so you can rewind it if you want. For this group here that's having to deal with some kind of dynamics at work, that is just, you're at your wits' ends, you're done with this, you know this is going on, you're not playing, you want to voyage on from this, and some of you are literally going to voyage on from it, but it's going to affect your wealth, and you know this. So, but you feel like within a prison, it's like you're not going to get anywhere. That's what's going on here. Okay, so now for that group right here, I am going to take and delve in here real quick. Yeah, some of you are even dealing with a liar at work. Yes. Okay. So somebody is, yeah, that's hell-bent on causing destruction. And I don't do reads like this all the time, but I do, when I see it, I do say it, I do take and tell you how I see it. And this is exactly somebody hell-bent on doing destruction. It's somebody you would work with, or somebody has, it's affecting your career and wealth, but this is somebody who is not looking to do good for you at all. All right. And I got confirmation. Yes. And those are the side cards. But anyway, right now it's kind of a puzzlement, because you kind of, some Leos are sitting here and they're like, yeah, I know who it is. I know what's going on. And it could be even, see, I don't feel like picking up the love cards. I don't. But some of you, this will apply. You could be in a love dynamics, and it's actually affecting your way you work. And you may be at a chance of losing your job, and the whole situation has become stinky because of a person, right? Okay, so how it applies. Most of you, I feel like it's going to be in the career, in the workforce itself. You've got somebody that is just really trying, for whatever reason, you're like, what do you got it out for me for? Why do you got to keep stepping on people to try to get higher or look better? That's kind of what I'm getting. But anyway, it says, do not fear. In the end, the sun will come out, which also tells me that you have a direction that you're thinking about going in. Actually, some of you are going to actually totally leave this. If you guys are sitting here, and for some of you, I'm seeing, looking through papers, and this is, see, I don't, when job hunting or whatever, I don't go through papers, you know, like the paper in, I'm like I said, I'm almost 47. So I'd sit there and look through the paper when I was in my teens, and, oh, I want that job. Oh, that's cool. Okay, some of you are just sitting here, you know, I'm done. I want to quit now. Okay, if you're like that, take a breath. Don't do that yet. Take and start that job search. Make sure you have a backup plan so it does not affect your wealth. You know what I mean? So you still have something coming in. It says, in this situation, the wheel is turning upright, and the wheel is not bent downright, even though it seems like it. All right, it's upright. The wheel is upright. It's not, and when the wheel turns down, what that means is basically it's gone to the lowest of the low. All right, you can't, I mean, you're feeling not yourself whatsoever. For some of you, I'm going to tell you right now, you may not even be leaving this job. You're sitting here thinking that, okay, well, I've had enough. I know that this person has got it out for me. I'm getting blamed, or I'm not sure. I'm just getting a feel. I'm getting more of like a, ugh, I can't do this anymore. It's just, I feel contained. That's what I get. End result is, if this has to do around somebody who lies a lot, or it has to do around somebody, this could even be somebody accusing you of doing something. Guess what? The liar is going to come out. That's what I feel. Yep. And this one here, I always read this one as, this is the libido, which represents sex, or it could also represent stamina. I'm also seeing something else here. Do you remember when I just said that there's somebody who's trying to come between you and someone else? And if it's relationship dynamics, then go ahead and read it. Apply. This is definitely this group of Leo got their mind on their money, and that's a serious thing. All right, whatever it is being messed with. You know what I mean? You can't focus on what you're supposed to be doing, or you've got somebody at that career who is doing this to you. And be rest assured, if you're all up in your head because you know somebody's lying, if it's a relationship dynamic, trust me, it's going to come out, and it's going to turn around. Or if you've been accused of doing whatever it was and somebody's lying, trust me, it's going to come out. What do we got here? We've got the peacocks. We've got a male peacock, a female peacock, and a snake. And I hear snake in the grass, okay? When I hear snake in the grass, when I see that card, not always is that what I see. Now, if this literally has to do with some kind of, I call it romantical, but I don't. I think it's shady romantical, if this is part of it. This is just several different ideas I'm going to give you here, because it's for each Leo, it's going to be different. For some of you, if you do have some kind of dynamics to where say we're looking at the male peacock as being, say, the boss, right? You see the snake in the grass, and then here is Leo sitting over here trying to be humble, but had their butt full. All right, that snake in the grass, I put it over top of the liar card. They are lying, and it will come out. All right, and it says right here, the end result, money over top of peace. That situation will be working itself out. Even if you have to are having to leave that situation and it's one of those, then you need to go ahead and put that time and effort in and start really searching, and don't just throw your hands up, because you're going to want to, some of you are going to want to walk out. You've had enough. Okay. Somebody, I hear some are being accused. That's not cool. That is not cool. But there are people like that. It's just stinky. It's a stinky crown. Somebody's wearing a false mask, but they're kind of elevated, like, oh, look at me. Yes, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Oh, no, such and such didn't. That was me. Okay, you guys know who I'm talking about. If this ends up being a work dynamic to where there is some kind of hanky-panky going on in the workforce, and this could even be up to gossip for some of you. I feel like this is definitely going to be leading some to work. You know what they say, wherever you work, don't be in a relationship. Do we always listen? Hell no, we don't. Okay. There could also be accusations that this is going on. Okay, I see where this is going. I know where this is going. The bonus read's actually going to be multiples, not just one. So here's where the bonus one's going to go. I'll finish this one here in a minute. To get success, to overcome this right here, that's what the last read is going to be about. It's kind of a continuation for the groups that I just got through saying, with the situation that might be going on with you. Not might, this has been going on. Whether it has to do with just, you're having to change, you're not satisfied where you're at because of either, this is talking about a liar. This is talking about somebody who's kind of making a bad name for you. Or it could be also has to do with, I keep wanting to pick the romance stack up. And that right here is going to be the results for those of you who have some kind of work relationship dynamic that's going on. Some kind of, the libido. It's showing the male peacock, and it's showing me a snake in the grass, and it's showing me a female. All right, for some of you Leo, this continuation reading, there's going to be actually several different results here. One of them's for the first group, like I said, was just trying to start their new beginning, and they're tired of where they're sitting. They feel like a prisoner within themselves. They're just not, it's not all falling together. Seems to be that there's no peace because there's the lack of money. You're going to be searching, and you're going to be actively getting back out there. You will bring that money back into you. For others, and that's going to be one of the reads in here, so it's going to be probably 2 reads for the bonus ones. It's going to continue to see where it's going for each one of you. All right, for each group. And the second group is going to be, there is some kind of stinky dynamics that's going on at work. Whether it has to do with relationship, which I'm seeing, there's definitely something in that area for some of you. And it's affecting your work. And there's also another dynamic of people at work that, there's some hanky-panky of some kind going on. But it's affecting your work. It stinks. It's just the whole thing. Somebody's being very foolish. It's showing your wheels turned upright. Okay, so the end result's really good, but I'll just pull into those on the bonus reading, which I'll do immediately after this, okay? Which the links are down for Patreon. That's where it's at. So if that sounds like you, then you're going to want to take and go onto Patreon so you can watch the next video, because I'm going to come on immediately. Okay, so anyway, what I'm seeing here is, like I said, I keep going back to this, and that's definitely going to be going over there for the next read. For some of you, there's some kind of hanky-panky that is either distracting you from your work, or I feel it's in the work dynamics, okay? But for the group that is sitting here out on a new beginning, because they're not satisfied where they're at, you feel like you're in a prison right now because there's just no way out of the financial, there's a way out. Your wheel's still upright. So I will go ahead, and I'm going to end it right there. We're going to go I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then go down to Patreon. I'll make sure that links up within the next 5-10 minutes. And you can go to Patreon, and we'll just pick up right here. I'm going to leave it set just the way it is. Okay? All right. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you soon.